Hello everyone, we are covering Bughouse World Championships in the final stage, the elimination stage. This is the round of 64. We have Good Gamer and Cannot Give You a Tempo against LLimone and Rubik87. Hopefully we can get some co-commentators in the chat here, or in a column, I'm sorry. So let me see. I guess I need to update my commands at this point. I need to remember how many games to win this. I'm gonna try to look that up for you guys. Okay. Okay, so let's look this up. The game proceeds. The higher seed here is good-gamer2 and Cannot Give You a Tempo. They outrate their opponents by about 300 points. So we would expect them to win in general. Okay, so the round of 64 is best of 16, meaning first to 9, which is just like the earlier rounds were. Later rounds are going to be more games. So Cannot Give You a Tempo is on the attack. Maybe a diagonal on h4 followed by knight back. Oh, okay, he's just going to push the pawn, threaten in pawn in, and double check. Good Gamer has a fairly safe king. And meanwhile, he's also picking up a queen, which is going to be quite helpful. I mean, this should be a pretty easy win. They are up about 20 seconds. And not only that, but Good Gamer also has mate. Well, it's not quite mate, but it's going to be mate real soon. So the first game goes to Good Gamer 2 and Rubik87. Hope you can all hear me okay. Haven't seen much in the chat here. Oh, hi, Chess Genius. Hey, TV. Thanks for watching. So this time, Good Gamer and CannotGiveYouATempo are on the bottom here. Good Gamer lining up a bishop battery. Cannot give you a tempo, a little bit on the defense. Might see a sack at some point. Not now. A sack wouldn't make sense now. I really think he ought to grab this file. This knight was hanging. I don't like the bishop out. I would rather push the pawn because it would have opened up the bishop. Right now, this blocks development. So I hate it when people make a move like this. Okay. Rook out. If knight check, he could just step over. See, now this bishop is going back where it was before because this pawn really wants to move up. Cannot Give You Tempo is get in a good attack over here. He could trade the queens. If he could get a bishop for g3, that would also be interesting. In the meantime, Good Gamer is on the defense. Now queen trade would be awfully bad. So rook mates. But Rubik is down time. So he can't wait for that. It's a very good move, attacks and defends. Just take that. Our rook still mates for LLimone here. And honestly, a pawn check is good, or bishop check and then new knight in. Defends the knight. In fact, you could even move the knight. Yeah, this was kind of a waste. Pawn check is great. Pawn check, knight here, take queen. LLimone now has a fantastic position. So he should have moved it. That was a big waste. If he moved it, he would have picked up a free queen. Bishop here looks quite good though. It still looks quite good. Bishop at e1, followed by pawn check is mate. CannotGiveYouATempo is down a little bit. He's got to avoid any pawn trading. This pawn right here is in take. Can he just take this bishop? I guess an immediate queen at d7 could force a queen. Probably going to sit this down. a4 play at chess. Oh, big embed, nice. I think there's a lot of people streaming right now, so I don't think I'll get to embed, but that's okay. And yeah, he's doing the immediate queen. Oh, whoa. They should have sat there. Okay, and that shows experience shining through. LLimone could have just sat for that queen, and I think he would have got it in time. Although, in fairness, earlier, instead of going for the mate, he should have just grabbed a free queen. A lot safer. Rubik87 picking up a pawn. CannotGiveYouATempo, living up to his name, just going for the attack pretty relentlessly. Gives up a bishop in the process. He should have queen takes instead. This king is getting pretty boxed in. Now the tempos are helping. If rook doesn't come, he could get away with that. Okay, he's going for the safest option there, though. Maybe knight check. I'm not sure about that. This queen takes. It should be fine. Maybe trying to pick up this knight. You would like a bishop. You could play queen over, but that's a little bit risky. CannotGiveYouATempo is up a bunch of time, though. I think he's going to wait for a bishop. Also, a rook mates his partner, so he doesn't want to give a rook. Good gamer has gotten much safer. Okay, he's given up the knight rather than waiting for the bishop. Now he's got to watch out for some pressure with the knight. Oh, that's a free rook. Pawn would be good. He's just going to use the knight. Bishop would be good. He can't do this because the queen can just take. He could set it up with something like this. If queen takes this. Good gamer up a little bit of time. Rubik is going to have to find a move. Either pawn up is good, or he could just get some more king safety. This is kind of a useless move. Let's defend the knight, one of these two squares. Probably the square is better, because it also defends the queen check. But Rubik blew a pretty good position there, because he wasn't sure what intermezzo moves to make while waiting for pieces. And one of the important things to learn to do in the bug house is to learn to play without getting trades. Could just take this bishop. That's a little bit risky. I guess he's going for the rook. Oh, knight check. That just hangs a piece. Okay, I guess he's just going for time. Oh, pawn here was very good. Wow, Rubik has had some amazing chances here, and he keeps blowing them. That's the queen trade. The gamer's going to use that to checkmate. Yeah, this is mate. Something interposes, can take this way. If rook takes, take this way first. That's mate. That should have gone to Rubik87 if he found a little bit better moves. So our score right now is 3-0, favoring good-gamer2 and CannotGiveYouATempo. Good-gamer2 trading off a bunch of pieces. Rubik87 is initially doing the attacking. Are we just going to take that? CannotGiveYouATempo probably wants to sack, and he is sacking. Let's get that king's bishop out from Rubik87, maybe pin the knight. Could also go queen up right in the castle. But basically, you don't want to allow... Oh, okay. He has allowed it. You could move this knight out of the way so the queen can defend the pawn. Okay, that's another option. Maybe bishop in. Okay, Rubik is just going for defense, it looks like. But I think he ought to be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, this is a mate threat. If the queen moves away from defending the square, new queen in, knight takes, queen takes. So he probably picks up a queen here. CannotGiveYouATempo is up about 10 seconds though. It's going to force LLimone to make a few moves. And unfortunately, LLimone has shown that he is not good at finding chess moves. If I were him, I'd probably play something like pawn at g2. Just promote a pawn or something like that while you lose a knight. Because it's impossible not to lose these knights. Okay, he's blown any chance at attacking. Maybe new bishop in to kind of threaten the queen. He could just castle. Rubik87 putting a lot of pressure. You could just take that with the knight. He could also take with the queen. He's taking with the queen. Oh, that's a free queen. Okay. Get the bishop out, pin the knight, threaten the mate. Probably a good thing to do over there. Good gamer is making a lot of threats. Maybe knight in. He could just like throw a queen or a rook back here. Honestly, good gamer is fairly safe. Oh, maybe not so much anymore. This g2 is a weakness. Especially if LLimone could get a knight. That give you a tempo trying to get an attack, but really doesn't have much of an attack. Rubik is trying to keep this mate threat on if this knight can ever be displaced. But CannotGiveYouATempo is up enough time, about 25 seconds, he doesn't have to move for the rest of the game. And even though LLimone is up a bunch of pieces, he just does not seem to be able to use them. Queen here could be good. Threaten this, threaten this. Probably time to start attacking. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, so a rook mates for Rubik. Maybe just bishop out here to attack this knight. Give the king more luft. I don't like these moves from Rubik87. Well, then now there's no blocker for CannotGiveYouATempo. He moves over here, the bishop can take. If he moves down, he might have queen down here. An interesting situation. Oh, good gamer's finally getting attacked. Giving up a queen, but he can afford to because I think he has mate if the queen gets taken with rook in, queen in here. What? What is this? That's not a very good move. I think LLimone is just making random moves at this point. Queen in, maybe? Yeah, LLimone does not have good maiden technique. He was just trying not to get flagged, I guess. And in the process, he gave up pieces, which made it Rubik87. LLimone had a maiden attack. His partner had a maiden attack. But they just started making random moves. Not a good idea. So our score is 4-0, favoring CannotGiveYouATempo and good-gamer2. This pawn is loose, but it would involve the queen trade. I don't know why LLimone is sitting. I think that's basically deciding these matches that LLimone needs certain pieces, apparently, and he doesn't know what to do when he doesn't get the pieces he wants. Even when he has great positions. Okay, the knight checks are both covered. So CannotGiveYouATempo doesn't necessarily have a great attack here. Or, oh, actually, this knight is supported. So, yeah, he's getting in. As long as he doesn't get a queen, his partner should be fine. Although they're up 15 seconds. That's a huge amount of time to be up. This wasn't the way to go. He could take this pawn and then repeat. He has plenty of diagonals. I would throw a bishop in and then, or no, actually, that's guarded. He can, yeah, this seems reasonable. He can afford to try to like open this line up, get the rook in. Alright, he's just trying to prevent him from moving backwards. Knight here is quite good. That's the wrong place for the knight, because now the bishop can be eaten. He wanted to guard this square too. Moan down some time. Rubik87 doing a good job defending. CannotGiveYouATempo is not doing a good job attacking. But Good Gamer and CannotGiveYouATempo are staying up time. Good Gamer beginning to get an attack himself. Rubik should be getting safe or taking free pieces or both. LLimone on the attack. I think his attack's gonna run out pretty soon here though. Maybe take the pawn. Could also take the bishop, but I think I'd rather take this pawn. The gamer is still up about 5 seconds. Well, now up 3 seconds. They squandered a bit of their lead. CannotGiveYouATempo is getting a good attack here. A knight would be good for Rubik. Another knight. Knight for g3. Continue the attack. His partner took him a knight. Had to abandon a little bit of his attack to do it. Queen in. And then, like, another knight is really good. And his partner take another knight for him. I think this mates. Pawn check. Oh, pawn check here. That's a bad time to use the queen. That just gives the queen for no reason. I think that was the game decided move. Yeah, Rubik87 again has just gone into random move mode, and is going to lose as a result. He had mate in like 4, and he just started playing random moves. Yep, another game goes to CannotGiveYouATempo and Good Gamer, because they just played solid and did not make random moves. Like when LLimone and Rubik87, when they have like a clear mate on the board with a material in their hands, they just can't make random moves there. Like you have to take the mate. Their opponents are too good to just give up these chances. This looks like it's going to be just a 9-0 type of situation, but we'll see. And again, this is first to 9. Gamer continuing attacking. And he's up about 20 seconds. So he can wait for more diagonals if he wants. This can be taken. So he either needs to support it or to take this. Now at least he can recapture. Oh, this is a nice move. I like it. Making some threats. So we could take here and then drop a pawn. You could also drop a pawn back here, but I don't think the pawn here is as good. So the rook just will go where it wants to go anyway. So this is kind of gearing up for a later threat, where now if you could get the pawn in, if rook goes over, there's a smothered mate. The pawn here is quite good. He can ignore this. This is an irrelevant move. And ignore that too. Just drop a pawn, and this game should be over. I mean, he could drop a queen and then queen takes, but then like another pawn will maybe not quite win the queen, but be very good. And take that. You can wait for a pawn. He's up a lot of time. I'm not sure what his partner's doing. Like, that's a free pawn. Now the queen here is quite good. Yeah, this is going to be over again. This is a threat. Maybe, oh, that's, yeah, he can't, has to deal with the threat. He can't ignore it like that. Okay. Our score right now is 6-0. Hey, Illustrac, thanks for watching. Our score is 6-0, favoring CannotGiveYouATempo and good-gamer2. Which, again, their opponents have squandered at least 3 wins. So the score should be a lot closer than it is right now. LLimone is getting attacked. Trying to support this. Could try to overload the knight, which is what's going on. Trying to take that knight. CannotGiveYouATempo has just sacked some more stuff. Rubik is playing quite fast. That's good. Maybe knight check. You could push the pawn, try to get in on the dark squares. This pawn here removes that whole threat. Yeah, I should have played this earlier. Should have tried to bring the knight in. Rubik is down time, and there's threats of like rooks on the back rank. Threats of rook grabbing this file. Okay. I'm not sure why Good Gamer didn't wait there. The queen covers this square. So I think like a bishop mate, even a pawn check up, knight check out here. Okay, he's going for defense. Okay, so Rubik is in a lot of trouble here. He's just grabbing a rook. He's going to grab something. I think the bishop was a little better to grab. Okay, pawn check, queen in, rook mates. And Good Gamer notices that, forcing a rook. So rook here is probably best, but on the other side works also. Trade these, queen in, knight check, queen takes his mate. And they're up 3 seconds. Good Gamer doesn't have to move anymore. That's another win. The score is 7-0. But that was another game where LLimone had a pretty good attack and squandered it. Or, I'm sorry, was it Rubik87 had a pretty good attack that last game. I'm not sure what LLimone is waiting for. Gotta roll out moves. This is the threat. You really want to move this e-pawn up someplace. It just absolutely mystifies me why he's sitting. Gotta roll out moves. Gotta develop these pieces. Maybe pawn here. Okay, at least he's got his king's bishop out. Probably kind of by accident because he was trying to attack, but it was good as a defensive move too. Rubik87 starting to attack a bit. In this situation, if you can get a rook and a pawn, you can win the queen. But that's not going to happen this early. CannotGiveYouATempo has sacked for absolutely nothing. Probably oh yeah, I guess he just moved this bishop out. He's preparing to castle. I don't know what the point of that is. I guess he's attacking the knight, but doesn't really do all that much. What is LLimone waiting for? Isn't that a free bishop? Why do we hate free bishops? Not only that, I would have defended that. And LLimone just like hung a bunch of things. This queen has gone back, retreated to defend. The gamer is getting very safe, attack and defending at the same time. Now he's going to eat some more pieces. And bishops can move backwards in case LLimone gets any ideas. Hey, Great Keith. Oh, good morning. Good morning to you from the East Coast. Hope you're doing well. Well, I guess it's the afternoon for me, but early in the afternoon. So LLimone still has an okay position here. I would start off with a pawn check, I think. I don't think he has enough time for that one. After this trade, this bishop can move backwards and take the knight. Yeah, good gamer is never going to stop attacking. LLimone needed to attack in that situation. He couldn't make a random move. So pieces are quite good for Rubik. If Rubik could get a pawn and a knight, he could play pawn at d2. King takes, knight check, queen in. But LLimone would need to make some trades. And it didn't happen. And now CannotGiveYouATempo is going to have checkmate and also be very safe. He just have to watch out for this mate. Yeah, that's mate. A good gamer just needs to live for like 1 second. And LLimone has gone into random move mode. So yeah, I think for sure there was an opportunity there where Rubik87 had mate with a pawn and a knight. LLimone, if he had been attacking instead of defending, then those pieces would have came for sure. So LLimone should have checked and started the attack rather than make a random move and let his opponent attack for the rest of the game. The gamer has very safe opening. LLimone is doing okay, although there's a weakness on g7. Also, the sack is probably coming, which I think is a good sack in this situation. If I were a good gamer, I would sack this definitely. Knight out. And at worst, you pick up a queen, but probably this leads to mate. So you could also pick up some more material with the pawn check. Oh, and he has a knight and a bishop. If the king moves here, the bishop mates, otherwise the knight mates. So great job by Good Gamer. Is that 9-0? Yeah. So that is the end of the match. GG's. So congratulations to good-gamer2 and CannotGiveYouATempo. I think their opponents definitely missed some opportunities there. But still, CannotGiveYouATempo and good-gamer2, very experienced Bughouse players. So it's it would have been hard for their opponents to win the match. I just think it didn't need to be a complete blowout like this. So the winners are CannotGiveYouATempo and good-gamer2. We are in the final stage here, which means it's single elimination. So LLimone and Rubik87 have been eliminated. good-gamer2 and CannotGiveYouATempo will progress to the round of 32. Yeah, so the round of 32 will be a best of 20, meaning first to 11, as will the round of the top 16, round 3, top 16 round. Top 8, also going to be first to 11. Final 4, and the championship is currently scheduled as first to 16. So we may make that even longer. We may add games to the championship round to make it more interesting for the viewers. Let me at this point double check the calendar and see if we have anything else scheduled for today. It looks like there's nothing else for the rest of the day. Honestly, there's nothing scheduled for the rest of the week, because even though people have a full week to schedule their matches, everyone seems to wait until the final 2 days. So I don't know if we'll have much to cover. But it's good to have a match today. And with that, I think we're gonna find someone to raid. So Kidbu Johan is streaming some 4-player chess. I'm thinking we'll send some viewers over to him. Just make sure he's still streaming. Seems like he's still going strong. So this was Bughouse. This is the Bughouse World Championship under 2000 section. If you haven't followed it, I appreciate a follow so you get notified of my future streams, which are mostly Bughouse, but also some 4-player chess, Puzzle Rush Puzzle Battle, other things like that. We're going to send you to Kidbu Johan, who streams 4-player chess. So definitely check out 4-player chess, another very fun chess variant. I really appreciate everyone joining me for this. I will see you all on Tuesday night for some 4-player chess, Wednesday night for some Bughouse, and I'm going to try to cover a lot more of the Bughouse World Championship matches in the coming weeks. I just need them to get on the calendar so I can see when they're going to happen and plan some streams around that. Anyway, I hope you all have a great afternoon. See you another time. Bye, guys.